Hello, I'm Angelo Pagar, graduated with a bachelor's degree in Hotel and Restaurant Management, with a certificate in Level 2 International Award in Food Safety from Highfield International Accreditation. I have professional 8 years experience in the culinary and F&B industry. I started honing my culinary skills at the Quero Tapas Bar and Restaurant during my on-the-job training days at Microtel by Wyndham Baguio. I was trained in their daily overall kitchen's operations, which mainly served Mexican cuisine with fine dining services to hotel guests and walk-in customers. I excelled in my job and made a good impression, and was eventually hired as an on-call part-time kitchen worker after I finished my required training on. I also started another part-time job on the same year at Fortune Hong Kong Restaurant as a junior on-call chef. I was assigned mainly in the preparation area. We cater Chinese cuisine for walk-in guests and buffet events. I was balancing 2 part-time jobs while finishing my bachelor's degree. The first official job that I landed 2 months before the graduation day was at Pizza Hut branch in SM Baguio as a station chef. I was in charge of the pasta and frying station, which includes the salad and the soup bar. It was one of the busiest fast food restaurants. I was entirely in charge of cooking hundreds of pasta and side dish for more than 1,000 guests every day. I was also in charge in ordering and receiving fresh frozen ingredients, including standard sanitation of fresh ingredients, standard day-to-day towing of frozen ingredients to ensure enough quantity for the daily operations, and checking and putting MDR stickers on the food chillers and freezers. I also worked as a dining server during my overtime hours. I was awarded as the most flexible team member, both back and front of the house operations. I became one of the senior kitchen staff and was in charge of training new employees in the kitchen. I stayed in Pizza Hut for almost 2 years until I was given an opportunity to work in Dubai, UAE. I worked for Emirates Flight Catering as dining server in the business and first-class lounges of the Emirates airline for over a year. That opportunity gave me an extensive exposure and knowledge on the international cuisine and international food and beverage standards. As a server, I was in charge of the ordering all the food from the lounge kitchens, personally interacting with our chefs, preparing and changing multiple specialty buffets from time to time according to the standards, and serving fine dining dishes to our guests from multiple flights. I was also handpicked for outside airport events during Ramadan, which gave me first-hand experience on working inside the main and hot-cold kitchen on the company. I personally witnessed how people work side by side with the latest machineries and technologies to produce and transport large scales of different kinds of food, with special menu that changes daily caters to a mass people and airline. It was a privilege to work for the biggest flight catering in the world. I was able to work with different nationalities while learning more about different cultures, religions, and traditions that are mostly related to how people eat and cook their food. I learned a lot about the meticulous standard of preparing and serving food to upper class, VIPs, and BBIPs guests. We decided to go back to the Philippines during the pandemic when most of the airport operations were shut down. With all the previous experience that we had, my partner and I opened up our own business, which has now been operating for almost 3 years. Currently, I am the head chef at Clover Sky Pizzeria, serving Italian and American made-to-order dishes. I am mainly in charge of the entire kitchen operations, from the inventories to the meal serving. I created the menu and all the recipes from scratch, using all the knowledge that I gathered from my previous experiences. Our signature pizza sauce and fresh dough recipes are entirely developed through my